Folks, welcome to Werewolf Radar, the world's premier paranormal preparedness podcast. My name's Jordan Dahl.
I'm Roger Norquist.
Today's episode of Werewolf Radar is brought to you by Monstroko presents Fredrickson's Gland, the first biomodular brain implant that allows you to smell the lies of others. Have one inserted at your local Medidrac-enabled medical facility. Monstroko, Fredrickson's Gland. Smell the truth. Liar.
I don't. It seems I could find uses for it, but do you want to know
It's a curse. It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, like everything Monstrogo does.
Yeah. Like, okay, for instance, how are things?
Good.
Oh.
Oh, it smelled all that?
Oh. You are filled with lies.
Some stuff has not gone my way.
I can see the spiders.
Yes.
I can see them crawling up and down you.
They used to bite, but it's kind of more of just an uncomfortable tickle now, so that's
Sure.
a positive thing.
Maybe they'll get bored
Kinda.
and go away. I like that you're keeping it positive. But yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. I smell the lies of others. It causes me to be short and rash and accusatory, frankly. But I'll tell you, nothing gets past me. Never gonna make me look like a fool again, Karen. And Mr. Jepson. The Fredrickson's Gland from Monstroko. Get one inserted. You freak. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Still learning how to program. On my way of becoming a chess master. I don't sleep anymore. I'm confused all the time.
Right. Have you tried doing that thing where you do like a micro sleep every 4 hours or something?
Is that a real thing?
I think it's just having diabetes. But yeah, some people do it.
I thought truly you needed that REM sleep to heal. Not that I'm getting too much REM sleep, as you can tell by the circles permanently under my eyes.
I don't know. I was kicked out of the University of Sleep Sciences for sleeping. For sleeping during class. If you can believe it.
Is this supposed to supercharge me? Because I've been, what's it called? Channeling the devil for powers.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You gotta be careful because the devil is always up to something, you know? There's always an ulterior motive. It can never just be powers. It's always got to be a goof. There's always got to be a bit, from what I understand, from the stories I've heard coming out of Wales. But if you goof him back, that's fair game.
I do goof him back. He has the mind of someone who was last on the crossroads in 1929.
Mm-hmm.
So he has not stayed up to date on some things, and let me tell you, Gak just gets him.
Have you seen Gak? Remember Floam? Remember when Nickelodeon was dabbling in physics and non-Newtonian forms, tugging at the fourth dimension, if you will? I miss those days.
I do believe Slimer was like their head of R&D.
Yeah. He showed up one day and was like, "We're going all slime." And guess what? They slimed a lot of kids. But not as many as the Catholic Church. Hey, welcome, religious types.
Jordan, would you like to go first?
I would.
First of all, how are you doing as well?
I'm doing okay. I'm tired. I've started sleeping in microbursts every 4 seconds.
Oh, okay, he's back.
I had a beautiful dream where I was the king of the West. I had a cowboy hat the size of the Grand Canyon, and they filled it with chili. But I'm back now. I'm doing well. I've been struggling with a PC. I think I need a new motherboard. I think it's the MB, dude. I just crashed moments ago.
And you have, if I understand, a weird motherboard. It's like motherboard normal serial number, and then a dash.
Yeah, it's crazy. It was like the fucking
requiring you need new BIOS or some shit.
Yeah, and it won't update all the way because it's like the special commemorative edition 2009 Hello Kitty motherboard or some bullshit.
It goes meow whenever you wrap it up.
Error. Shutting down. I think what I've got going on is a CPU bottleneck, which will make for very interesting podcasting. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, baby. No, we shan't talk about it. What we shall talk about is cryptids.
Ooh. What you got on the radar? Why is it pinging so loud in my ear?
Dog, the radar has been pinging since last week when I saw a Reddit post about a scarcely recognized cryptid from Java called the Linguin.
Oh, this was the cryptic message you sent us in the bunker chat.
Now this has led me down a rabbit hole of just kind of weirdo, lesser known cryptid tabs that I wanted to go over and talk about from Cryptid Wiki, cryptids.fandom.com. They just do such great stuff, and I've been meaning to do this for a long time, where we kind of pick out some choice ones and then just rattle through some weirdos. Let's just rattle through some weirdos. So I'm calling this Down the Rabbit Hole, or Down the Linguin Hole. with Jordan and Raj. So you're probably asking yourself, what's a linguin? Jordan, what's a linguin?
Jordan, what is a linguin?
Is that what linguini is made out of? Is it just a long penguin? Kind of. The linguin is a reptilian cryptid reported from Java, Indonesia. Java, a land of contrasts. This is the description from an 1899 newspaper report by Baron Pereira, Consul General for the Austria-Hungary in Tunis, encountered and killed a strange creature in Java, Indonesia. Pereira was boating near the mouth of the Batavia River with a friend named Wetman.
Wait, as like his legal name?
His name is Wetman, but I've never heard of the name Wetman, so I said Wetman. He was boating near the mouth of the Batavia River with a friend named Wetman and an escort of locals when they encountered a 10-foot-long creature with a head resembling a snake and a body resembling a crocodile. Upon seeing the creature, the local chaperone shouted, "Linguin! Linguin! Shoot! Shoot!" Pereira and the boatman killed the creature with a gun and a scimitar.
Nice.
Yeah. Now
remember the time when guns were so weak you still had to come at it with a sword?
Yeah. Oh, I've shot it. It's coming this way. I've got its attention. Quick, get the knife shooter. Pereira tried to bring this organism back to Vienna to send it there. But the climate and distance made that impossible. He tried again to find the organism to obtain a specimen, but was unable to do so. Explanations. Newspaper articles have suggested that this organism is related to ichthyosaurs, but the explanation is not plausible because ichthyosaurs and this cryptid have very different characteristics.
The ichthyosaur is the long-necked swimmer?
Ichthyosaurs are kind of like fish dinosaurs.
Yeah.
I think I'll show you the picture here in a second. And
yeah, you have the ability to share when needed.
More what they're talking about is like a plesiosaur. But there is, I will show you, there's a picture from I think a Korean website. I guess it would be Javanese, Indonesian.
It could still be Korean. We publish stuff about other countries sometimes.
You're right. I try not to anymore after the lawsuits. A more plausible explanation is that an Asian water monitor or similar species of monitor lizard was there, and they saw it and they killed it. So
I could see that for sure. Have you seen the fucking monitor, the Komodo dragon at the zoo?
Yeah, for sure.
It's got those characteristics for sure.
This is the picture of the linguin battle, really. I don't know if it's much of a battle. It looks like the linguin was like, "What's up, dog?" And this dude lopped his head off. Which is just what you did back then. You know, there was less ecology going on and more just surviving.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing captured my damn imagination, because the idea of like a plesiosaur being, you know, a pocket of, sea serpents, sea monsters of the Nessie kind in a remote corner of the world, like Java, evolving along a separate timeline to become almost like some sort of, you know, beach basker, a small Chihuahua version of the plesiosaur. And it seems to almost write itself, you know, it seems plausible, but then you're like, yeah, there's stuff like water monitors and things like that. And maybe even if there was one, these dudes chopped it in half. So
and for sure in some thick parts of the forest, even in the Americas and shit.
Sure.
I think we recently found this year, in the good Lord year of 2025,
73.
I think there's been at least 10 different new species that we have discovered. Yeah, I could definitely see maybe this is a cool monitor that they're like, it's something new, kill it.
Yeah. Or I mean, it's, you know, like the water ape. Oh, it's doing tricks. Get my gun. The people like to think we got it all figured out. I do joke about this. Every morning I wake up and I feel like I know all the animals, and then you go to Instagram, bam, first 3 reels are like new animals that I've never heard of. Fucking just the world. There is still mystery in this world. We think we've got it all covered with satellite imagery and stuff, and it's just so big, and there are so many parts that are so remote.
And then the satellites are getting smarter. They're shooting down lasers upon the Earth. Some parts are being destroyed entirely, and then we're finding all sorts of crazy new ruins in South America and other jungles to be like, oh, by the way, civilization's greater than you've ever expected.
Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene is out there talking about Jewish cryptid lasers, shooting linguins down to space.
Lilith with 2 guns, akimbo style.
Hell yeah.
I guess that's more Kabbalah.
Sure. I also wanted to show you this picture of the. Can you see this?
Yeah.
The website. So
ooh, that's Japanese, my friend.
Okay, great. So a Japanese website with a picture of it. Here's another picture that is attributed to the linguin on this page, but this is much more of an ichthyosaur. I mean, this is another interesting idea of like an evolutionary offshoot of these things coming ashore to bask, to evade predators, to, who knows, survive an extinction event, and live on into the 21st century.
I love
the article goes on to talk about fucking other, you know, supposedly extinct animals, specifically fish, specifically, what's that guy's name that I'm stalling because I can't remember the name of him. He's like he's an oily, weird coelacanth is his name, and from the past.
I love how this guy is confused whether or not he's a land animal or a sea animal.
Yeah, he's got the look on his face too that's like, I don't really know how I got here. Can you just kind of roll me back in? Hey, wait, what is that? Jack Links? Give me some of that. Okay, so that is the linguin. I wanted to then jump over. The next tab that I found is the Thetis Lake Monster.
The Thetis Lake Monster?
Right, or the Canadian Lizard Man, as he's So I'll probably be reading this whole article like this. Like those brothers from Strange Brew.
It's the last accent a white man can do in this goddamn country.
Oh, you can't say anything anymore, eh?
Our Canadian brothers.
Lake Monster. Our Canadian Lake brothers. Hey, take it easy. All right, Wilson? Just lay back. Look for beers. The Thetis Lake Monster, Canadian Lizard Man, is a cryptid that was sighted twice on Vancouver Island, Canada. You ever been to Vancouver Island?
No, actually. I've always been in the center whenever I've gone up to Canada with my family in the old days.
It is dang beautiful, and it feels very remote, and it very much feels like you are standing in a piece of prehistoric America, you know?
Nice.
You're like, man, this place was dope, huh?
I've been to the Californian rainforest. Similar feel.
Feeling.
Probably less wet.
Woods, and you're like, whoa. Or the rainforest up north. I see. The creature was first encountered by two teenage boys in 1972, and the Canadian Mounted Police sprung up an investigation from that. All right, everybody, we got a lizard man out in this lake. Get your nets and your hats and your goggles. And Finley, you're gonna need to bring those little floaties because you're not a strong swimmer. The monster was described as being an aquatic reptilian humanoid, just like you, Raj.
Yeah, that's me.
5 feet tall. Well, you're taller than that. And
I'm a
resembled
good bit over you.
a human lizard with a large head that was covered in barbed spikes.
That is me when I get out of the bath.
That's fucking awesome.
It's
This is the bottom of a skateboard. You know what I mean? This is a sweet illustration of the chupacabra.
right?
Yeah, this guy's going right on the Trapper Keeper. 4 days later, 2 men reported the same creature in the lake swimming. There's a guy swimming in there. Wait a minute. That's no guy. That's a dude. Stated that the lizard man was covered in silvery scales. In a week, a man reported that his pet tegu lizard, an aggressive lizard that can grow 4 feet long, went missing. The police closed their investigation, stating that the lizard man was the lizard. However, many locals still believe that the Thetis Lake lizard man is still alive in the lake. Thetis Lake was the first regional conservation area in Canada and was established in 1958. It spans approximately 831 hectares of protected forest and parkland. Hectares, come on, Canada.
Now, in American, is that like an acre? What we would call an acre?
I don't know.
In the comments, please let us know. We're generally confused.
Oh, I'm freaking beat. I've been walking hectares upon hectares today. Approximately 20 minutes from Victoria and located next to the Old Island Highway and a regional trail, it is a popular spot for hiking, swimming, and fishing and boating. However, on August 22nd, 1972, the Victoria Daily Times reported that 2 local teams claimed to have been chased from the beach at Thetis Lake by a creature which roughly resembled Gillman from the creature from the Black Lagoon from the movies.
Not the anime?
One of the teachers claimed to have been slashed on his hand by the creature, which displayed 3 webbed toes and fingers along with barbed fins on its skull, arms, and legs, prompting an investigation by the Royal Canadian Mounted Police. This is just the same story with a little bit more information. It was described to be roughly triangular in shape, about 5 feet tall and 5 feet across at the base. What?
That's some weird dimensions.
That's a stocky boy, right?
Yeah.
Hey, get out of here.
You can't push this guy around.
Shuffling out of the lake at you.
Get back here.
At the time, the officer stated that the boy seems sincere, and until we determine otherwise, we have no alternative but to continue our investigation. 4 days after the story was reported, 2 men claimed to have spotted the creature on the opposite side of the lake. This guy says it came out of the water, looked around, then went back into the water. Then we ran. The boys described the creature as shaped like an ordinary body, but like a human being body, but it had a monster face, and it was scaly, with a stick pointing out of its head, and great big ears.
It's a what am I trying to say? These are 2 separate creatures.
They believed the creature had a human-like face, although it appeared to have scaly and silvery blue-colored skin. So, the escaped Tegu theory. Google a Tegu. That's not what they look like. They're not blue. They're not silvery. They don't have human faces. And I'd like to think that if one came out of the water and looked around, you'd be able to figure it out. But
Yeah, this isn't a dude.
yeah. Apparently, some people have hoaxed this. Similar creatures have been reported from places such as Ohio, Delaware, Louisiana, and North Carolina for at least the last century. Oh, cryptids.fandom.com goes on to speculate that they're related to the chupacabra. And monsters like this one are said to exist all over the world. Haida mythology from the Queen Charlotte Islands describes a similar creature with a human-like face, 2 tails, and often wears a hat. This creature is often feared by Haida canoeists. That's incredible.
What type of hat?
I would love to find some more information on the Haida hat-wearing monster.
I need to know what type of hat.
Yeah.
Bowler hat? Boulder hat? Are these 2 separate things the same thing that I pronounced in 2 separate ways?
Look up Haida folklore 2-tail hat. See if you can find it. While I move on to talking about the Babi Ngepet.
Okay.
Babi Ngepet is also from the island of Java. You can see that I was on kind of a Java kick here.
It's a beautiful land. I kind of want to go there one day. They have features we don't get in this part of the world.
Well, their cryptid and folklore game is second to none. The Babi Ngepet, also known as the boar demon, is a demon who takes the form of a boar that appears in Javanese mythology. According to local myth, the creature is believed to be the manifestation of a person practicing black magic. Ping, 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 ping. The radar's pinging. It is a kind of magic to help people become rich instantly, but in exchange, they must sacrifice something. In this case, they must sacrifice their humanity, allowing themselves to be transformed into a boar for a period of time, or that they allow themselves to be possessed by a boar demon. The human-animal transformation is similar to shape-shifting or the werewolf concept in the West. The myth told about a man enveloped in black robes before miraculously turning into this creature. After the transformation, the boar demon roams around the village, scratching its body against the wall, door, cupboard, or furniture. Magically, the belongings of the villagers, such as money, gold, cash, currency, dosh, skrilla,
You got this.
cream,
Yes.
rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. Sorry. Such as money, gold, and jewelry will disappear and magically carried away by the Babi Ngepet. If the mission was successful, when the Babi Ngepet safely returns home and transforms back into a human form, the black robes will be filled with the stolen money or the jewelry. So it's kind of it's a werewolf, but as more of a greed allegory than kind of the savagery of man.
Yeah, the blood,
Allegory.
the flesh. Yeah. This is more, as you said, cream.
Yeah, get the money. The person that practices bobbing a pet black magic needs assistance from another person. The assistant's task is to stay home and guard the lit candle floating in a basin of water, while the bobbing a pet is in action. If the fire on the candle is shaking, fading, or almost out, it is the sign that the bobbing a pet is in danger, caught in the act by villagers, or turned back into his human form. Because of this belief, Javanese villagers often chase or even kill any boar wandering around the village at night.
And rightfully so. No one wants to talk about how boars are literally assaulting all civilization at this time. Rome has been under siege from boars for the past 20 years, I think. America has its own boar problem. I don't agree much with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Sorry to bring her up again. But she is correct in announcing that there is a boar problem in this country. They destroy crops. They destroy cattle farms.
She's a boar problem in this.
She has her own boar problem in the mirror. Bam.
Got her.
But anyway, learn about your local boar problem to protect yourself.
And of course, the tusks.
I wish this was a bit.
In 2012, in a village in Cianjur, West Java, a wild boar has been chased by Abba Tamim and another villager, but the people believe that it is just a common boar. A villager named Ade Superman feels strange because wild boar habitat must be far away inside the forest. The boar itself also uncommon because it drank fresh water instead of river water. This boar also liked to eat rice and bread instead of its common food. I think what we've got there is a pet, but I'm going to go ahead and share this picture of a supposed Bobby Ngepet.
Now the thing of... Oh. All right. The thing about pigs, though, is that they can go feral, like in their own lifetime. It's not like if you just let a pig out, it grows tusks, it grows hair, like they become hogs.
Yeah, me too. If I got too long.
I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure pigs can go feral and start growing tusks.
Yeah. You want to talk about the Bongadezu?
I want to talk about all of these for hours, Jordan.
The Bongadezu is just a very interesting story that I discovered that kind of made me laugh. The Bongadezu, also known as the Dingiso, was a legendary ancestral spirit of the Moni people in western Papua New Guinea. We're still in Southeast Asia here. The difference is this guy's real. They found him. Much like the coelacanth, the Bondegezu, which means man of the forest, has been discovered. Is an extant animal. Description: described as a tree-dwelling creature, the Bondegezu resembles a small man covered in black fur and white fur. It was also said to have a white belly and a black head, black back and limbs. It is said to be a tree climber, but often stands on the ground in a bipedal stance. In the 1980s, a photograph of the actual animal, Bondegezu, was sent to Australian research scientist Tim Flannery, who initially identified the creature as a young tree kangaroo. But in May 1994, Tim Flannery conducted a wildlife survey of the area and discovered that the animal in the picture was new to science. The dingiso is a forest-dwelling marsupial with bold coloration that spends most of its time on the ground. It lives in alpine forests in the Suderman Ridge at elevations of 3,250 to 4,200 meters just below tree line. For now, the dingiso is listed as endangered species on the IUCN Red List. And
it's crazy to misidentify that bad, and then someone in the future going like, "What are you all talking about? That's definitely not a baby kangaroo."
Yeah, there's one now. Look, here's one now.
That's definitely not a baby kangaroo.
Yeah, he's tree kangaroos. To be fair, do look quite similar to this. They do.
I've seen them. They're adorable.
Nose.
They don't have muscles that are like constructed from only fighting.
Yes. God, truly, that picture of that jacked kangaroo is fucking horrifying. But he looks like a little man. He's a little man in the trees. You can even see like the white almost looks like a frown or like a mustache or something going around his nose.
He eats flowers like I do.
Right? Roger won't stop eating potpourri, guys. It's a real problem. I included him because A, he's adorable, and B, this just goes to show that once again, we like to think we got it, but our myths and legends, they tell more than we wish they would sometimes. Which brings us to our next, and I hope not our final cryptid for this rabbit hole, but the final one that I have a tab open for, because after this we're going roulette style.
Gotcha. Okay. Should I get the wheel of cryptids out?
No. I will be asking you a series of questions, and we'll narrow it down to the stranger of the.
Gotcha.
Just wait. It'll be fun. Which brings us to the orang pendek, arguably one of my favorite of the Southeast Asian cryptids. Lives in Sumatra, also known as the Uhang pendek, and several other similar translations. It is said to be a bipedal ape living in the jungles on the island of Sumatra. It is reportedly between 3 to 5 feet tall. Its fur is short and typically gray or black, but sometimes reddish or honey colored. Ooh. The name orang pendek translates to short person in Indonesian. It is said to be around 3 to 6 feet and is a red/brown color.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he's great, and I think the orang pendek is probably real, and I think we'll probably find that out at some point, be it some sort of subspecies of orangutan or whatever. But I remember seeing an interview with a woman who was an anthropologist living in the forest of Sumatra, like studying orangutans, and she was like, we can talk about it all day, but it's real. I've seen it. Like I'm a an ape scientist. I saw it, and we'll see it. We'll find him someday.
A real Jane Goodall, or a Dr. Jeff Meldrum, using their logic and reasoning to support their claims.
Or Dr. Coco Q Nuts, monkey science.
He's paid in bananas.
Exactly. And he's a chimp, but we monkey scientist rolls off the tongue. He's a chimp, but he's studying monkeys.
Yeah.
The creature is said to walk upright on both legs and be omnivorous, which is common with primates. However, unlike most primates, it is reported to spend almost all of its time on the ground, which is similar among gorillas and other Bigfoot-like cryptids. The orang pendek is said by the Kernisi villagers to possess marvelous strength, enough to uproot small trees and break rattan vines. The orang pendek is often said to raid fields for their crops, especially potatoes and fruits. Natives of the island claim the creature has a taste for the Asian durian fruit, which is that stinky, terrible fruit.
Yeah.
I really want to try.
You gotta cook it, right?
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't think so. Early reports of hairy men came from Giovanni de Marignoli's notes, 1338 to 1353. When he visited the kingdom of Sabah, possibly Java or Sumatra, although present-day Sabah is in northeast Kalimantan. I'll do you one better and say I don't know where either of those places are.
I guess link us in the comments of the video.
Yeah.
Just a map.
Yeah. Charlieville is in Blorpland. Yep.
Sounds right.
Yep. They do a great deal of work. This is from Giovanni's sighting that he wrote of. He said he seldom caught sight of them, but they would hide in the forest when they perceived someone was coming. This is the quote. They do a great deal of work, sowing and reaping corn and other things. And when traders go to them, as I've witnessed myself, they put out what they have to sell in the middle of the path and run and hide. Then the purchasers go forward and deposit the price and take what has been set down.
Okay.
However, this description may also refer to a humanoid but more human-like cryptid from Indonesia like the Civil, who are sometimes called real hobbits.
Oh, I know of these gentlemen. Yeah.
This is another description. Said to be a race of wild humanoids living in the jungles of Java. They are similar to other small humanoids living in Indonesia like orang pendek. The name itself comes from the Javanese words sakwil or sekwil, which means little. Suil. These little men are usually reported from Meru Betiri National Park in East Java and the neighboring locations. Man, Java. A land of contrasts. Telling you. Description. The Seavil's height is reported to be, I'm doing it with a German pronunciation, and it shouldn't be. It should be a Spanish pronunciation. Civil. Height is reported to be below 1 meter, naked in appearance. Roger. Let's see those hands, mister.
Full nudity for the kids? Adults.
The Seawil are reported to travel in groups. They also have a slightly hairy body with long hair often reaching the shoulder. Seawils are often reported near water sources, looking for fishes, shrimps, and crabs, which is their favorite meal. They are also reported to possess some ability to craft simple tools, such as spears and small carrying bags for their food. When encountering humans, they will run away into the forest with great speed. Also, they have the ability to jump to great height and length to escape from human sight, like Mario. They're just like Mario. This is wild. Historical record. Friar Jordanus, in his book Mirabella Descripta, mentioned the pygmy men are found in Java with a size of a 3 to 4 year old boy. The body described as all shaggy like a male goat. They dwell in the woods, but only a few are found. He seldom caught sight of hairy men. This is Giovanni de Marinoli's encounter. Came forward, deposit the price, and take what has been sat down. Giovanni concludes that these monsters are not men. You know, something tells me that Giovanni probably said that about a lot of people. Although they may seem
these Welsh, they ain't men.
I'll tell you something. I've been to a lot of countries. This France. These monsters are not men, although it may seem to have some of the properties of men, but are merely of the character of apes. Indeed, if we have never seen apes before, we should be apt to look upon them as men, unless forsooth they be monsters, such as I have been speaking of before, which come of Adam's race indeed, but are exceptional and unusual births. Okay, that feels like he started writing it after taking one shot and then finished it after the second one was taken hold, you know?
And Cain's children are to blame for everything we see.
Start setting skulls out on a table. Oh boy. Oh boy, he's got flashcards. He's that kind of racist. Modern encounters. Harry Buddy Ermelon. Sorry, his name is Harry Buddy.
Harry Buddy Ermelong.
And he's on the Bigfoot Wikipedia page. Anyway, remember Harry Buddy Ermelon, a DPRD municipal council member, said that he had seen tracks twice. He also encountered these little men when he was about to go fishing. He saw 5 of them fishing in the river with small tools like spears. The dwarves ran away when they noticed Harry's presence. It should be noted that Harry is spelled Herrrys. You don't like it. I like it.
I don't like it, but I understand the allure.
Sure. A week later, he returned to the site with a camera from a distance of about 10 meters. He snapped 5 photographs of them. Strangely, when the photos were processed, only the background was visible, with no trace of the dwarves. Isn't that convenient, hairy buddy? Just kidding. That is very strange. This kind of once again points to my my burgeoning and internet educated theory that whatever these things are that we're seeing, these irregularities in reality, are our mind is part of it. It's something that is not being reflected in the light of this reality.
Because if it is physical, tangible, light would bounce off it. We would see it with our eyes. Cameras would be able to pick it up. I'm fully on board with this. But if it's in our mind, then that is just us perceiving it without seeing it.
Again, very convenient for us ghost hunters, but it's actually quite inconvenient because it's hard to prove.
Now, my other theory is, was this just a roundabout way to get Harry, or to get people to look at Harry's landscape photography?
Interesting.
He's all like, I got to show you this gnome picture. And then you just see a very average landscape photo.
Well, let's take a look at some of Harry's landscape photography. Let me see if I can actually get a picture worth looking at here. Not really, but this is a picture that someone claims to have taken of a seawolf footprint. You can tell where the footprint is because they've drawn it on. Thankfully.
Could I see it without?
Probably not.
Probably not.
So there's more about the seawolf. I'm drawn in. I haven't even clicked a link yet. We haven't even we haven't even twisted the wheel. Okay, he went back, no trace of the door. So the Jejak Mysterious, which means Mysterious Tracks team, made an expedition to find them in 2011. Anang Ritarno, a nature lover, said that he had seen some tracks that were only as big as a lighter. When he met, that's a lighter next to them? I thought that was a bottle.
Bring it back up. So this is a Littlefoot. I'm so primed into large tracks of Bigfoot, that I automatically assume this was like decent size.
Same. That's a lighter.
That's a lighter. Okay, I see it now. It's a shitty Bic lighter. It's so baby. It's like 2 inches at most.
Yeah, crazy. Have you ever done that thing where you make a handprint with the side of your fist or a footprint?
No.
Put it in the snow and then you do ... with your finger above it. It almost looks like that. Not saying that's what happened here. I'm just saying I won't be fooled again.
Not saying Jordan was the cause of a cryptid sighting in the Eagle area from the years of 1995 to 1997.
Oh crap, the hand-foot man is back. So one of the sightings occurred between Nanjalan Beach and Sukamade Beach. He saw 8 dwarf men enjoying shrimps from 15-meter distance. The men had shoulder-length hair, 60 to 70 centimeters in height, naked, but walked upright like normal humans.
Yeah.
When they noticed Anang's presence, they bolted off into the jungle. Miskarim, a Mary Batiri forest ranger, said that they are human-like in appearance and can jump to great height and length when traversing the rocky terrain of Indonesian rivers. Onomatopoeically, he said this sound as ow, 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 likening the sound to a monkey or primitive human seen on TV.
I'm down with that theory. Let's say a lemur subspecies of monkey could evolve to be bipedal, but kept its, thick calves of muscle leaping all over the place. Have you seen the lemur leap? They're crazy.
Okay, they have footage from the Mysterious Tracks expedition, which I believe is either a YouTube channel or an Indonesian TV show Not unlike Destination Discover, or what's it
Truth.
called? Destination Truth. That's it.
Destination Truth, Expedition Unknown. Those are the two Josh Gate affairs, I believe.
Yeah. When investigating the beach near Bande Alim, the Mysterious Tracks team succeeded in recording a video of the creatures. When facing the southern side of the jungle where the edge meets the shore, 3 little human-like creatures were recorded running away into the jungle. One of them seems to be carrying a net-like bag or a spear. Let's watch.
All right.
Hang on, I want to bring it up on YouTube.
Saat kamera kami tengah membidik sisi hutan sebelah selatan yang bersentuhan langsung dengan pantai terbuka, tiba-tiba kamera menangkap gambar amat menakjubkan ini. Sangat jauh
Oh, ya.
di sana,
Oh,
pojok pantai landai yang sunyi, tepat di pinggir hutan. Sosok kerdil sepertinya tengah asik mencari ikan-ikan kecil. Hati kami berdebar amat kencang. Siapakah mereka?
I didn't see that one. I saw that one. That's wild.
Ya, dalam sekejap mereka menghilang dengan sangat
That's
cepat.
pretty crazy,
Kami
right?
benar-benar terkesima dan kamera tak
It's
sempat.
pretty wild. The one that runs behind the rock on the left is the one that I saw most defined in.
That one.
Yeah, it's booking it. I see the legs, I see the arms. You didn't even have to zoom in. Like it is. Oh, it's that. Huh?
Tetapi
Crazy.
di lokasi itu sama sekali tak ada kampung atau gubuk, bahkan sebuah perahu pun tak ada. Dan jika nelayan, kenapa mereka harus
Why did they
kabur
go
dan
away?
melarikan diri?
Yeah, they could be fishermen. It says.
Kami diliputi berjuta pertanyaan dan rasa.
Yeah.
I could
why-
see it. I could see definitely. I mean, so many offshoots of it. Doesn't even have to be humanity. Like any bipedal possible creature could create a creature like us. You know,
Yeah.
making them small, insane. Or
Wild.
is this just a nude child or a nude little person?
Sure. Who was like, oh, I'm naked.
No, it's definitely not. That is an offshoot.
Pretty crazy.
But I believe anything can use tools. I mean, like probably fishermen. What I just saw blew my mind a little bit.
Yeah, that was pretty wild. Check out the Seabill video, you guys. Roger, let me ask you something.
Yep, hit me with it.
Humanoids, plants, dragons, feline, aliens, or supernatural beings?
Oh, supernatural beings. This is what I'm most attracted to, right?
Ghoul, Jinn, Janglot, Gender, Uwo, Jersey Devil, Yokai, Bobby Nippet, Ghost, Shadow People, or Enfield Horror?
Oh, probably Enfield horror.
Okay, well, we've already done that one, so I'm going to go with Janglot.
Okay, Janglot.
Oh, wow. The Janglot is a type of ghoul or jinn in Indonesian culture.
Nice, we're sticking to the islands, baby.
Is
Wear your
described
sunscreen.
as looking much like a tiny living human doll. It is usually depicted as a mythical creature, sometimes seen in cryptozoology, and occasionally purported to have actually been a human body. Its appearance also resembles the Medusa of Greek mythology. The Janglot is believed to be found in Indonesia, especially in Java. They are mostly found by natives after they have performed a supernatural ceremony. Janglots are said to be found anywhere, under the ground, on a wrecked house roof, or even
He's inside you. He's inside me. He's inside the smile of that child on the street.
or even in the trunk of a huge tree. Feeding the Janglot. Janglot keepers feed their creatures with, you guessed it, blood.
Always gotta
or
be blood.
animal. Those who feed the creature with human blood buy it legally from the Indonesian Red Cross. What?
Okay.
Why is that part of the folklore?
Why is the Red Cross selling so much blood?
The Jenglot is said to not drink the blood directly. The person places the Jenglot near the blood, but the Jenglot does not even move or touch the blood. It is said that the Jenglot will get the nutrients of the blood in their own way. Some say the Jenglot comes alive and consumes the blood when it is alone.
What? But in its own way, which I am now so interested in.
Like a weird kind of fucked up Woody or Buzz. Exhibition. In Indonesia, there have been several, quote, exhibitions of Jenglot specimens found and showcased. Most are found on the islands of Java and Sumatra and are held as private collections of supernatural researchers and fans. Many were found to be hoaxes, being masterful taxidermist fixings of monkeys and fish. However, not all specimens were examined, and the Jenglot is an actively believed myth that many natives believe to be real. People who have caught Jenglots usually bring their creatures all over Indonesia to exhibit them in order to gain some money. Then there is a final terrifying entry that says becoming a Jenglot. According to an Indonesian legend, Jenglot was an ascetic who wanted to learn the Ilmu Bethara Karan, or the way of eternal life. It is also said to be a hermit who worships demons and gains a certain power and ability. They say if a person with great supernatural power meditates in a certain cave, they'll become a Jenglot. Want to see an artist's representation of it?
I need to see an artist representation of it because automatically when you say Jinn, I'm thinking I dream of Genie.
Oh boy.
So I might be way off.
You're way off,
Okay.
but that's
Does
okay.
it have long claws instead?
Yeah.
Which is still hot. I dream of Genie, but with claws.
So, this is apparently a representation of a Jenglot.
Oh! I was right about the claws.
As is
Oh, you're hella zoomed in.
this.
Oh. A little bit more horrifying than I'm looking for, but
Pretty horrifying. So there you go. This has been down the linguine hole with Jordan and Raj. And I now pass the speaking skull back to your head, so your head can be supported by it.
it was getting soft. My brain was getting too heavy, not because of size, but because I've been putting nickels in it.
It is not easy being a pimp.
So once again, until I finish some writing on calling someone a liar and a hoaxster for their crazy pseudosciences and whatnot, I have some ghost stories and videos for us to peruse and help. Or maybe let them know that we know you're hoaxing it. But some of these people I think are legitimate, and we could provide them some help. This one is from Reddit in the R Humanoid Encounters subreddit from one Banana Beans. Banana Beans.
Okay.
Rake-like encounter in Hazard, Kentucky.
Whoa, Hazard County.
Hazard County. The Duke boys are
done encountered the rake.
The writer writes, I am from Hazard County, Kentucky, which is part of the Appalachian Mountains.
Hell
My
yeah.
parents live very deep in the mountains, and I began seeing odd things in their house as easy as 5 years old. My mom grew up there and reports that odd haunted type things have always gone on in that house. I was never really allowed to watch horror movies about ghosts or shows like Ghost Hunters growing up because of the nature of this house. I slept with my mom until I was around 13 because I was scared after seeing so many things in this home. One night, however, we decided to watch Ghost Adventure, Waverly Hills episode.
Ooh, a classic.
I believe we talked about Waverly Hills as well in a previous episode. Go check out our playlist of Werewolf Radar show. It's a good little time killer in the background. Put it on, tune in to ghost stories. That night, I woke around 3 a.m. to the feeling that something was watching me. I could feel it as soon as I woke, the feeling of evil and malice in the air. I rolled over and locked eyes with something standing beside my mom's bed. Its skin was inhumanly pale. It was slouched over and seemed as if it would be able to straighten out all the way up if it wanted. The skin looked if bones were sticking out, and the fingers were extremely long and clawed.
See, I like that.
The face was sunken in and the eyes hollow, black holes seemingly. It appeared to have a few greasy looking hairs on its head, totally naked, but with no genitals that I could see.
Damn. I mean,
let me bring up this fun little picture of what they drew.
Oh God.
There it is, sitting on the side of the mom's bed.
Horrifying. Horrifying. Truly horrifying. What an upsetting piece of art. Can you go back to the other one?
Oh, yeah. There's that. Blow it up. I can't make out any of the drawings.
Text.
Or the text on there because they unfortunately uploaded a not great resolution. The pictures are phenomenal though, but for text,
it looks almost like subhuman or something like if humanity evolved underground.
It's rake-like, but the traditional footage and everything of the rake is slightly longer legs, double torso length legs. This is more, I go subhuman as well.
A real long lad.
It seems to be smiling. Look at its face.
Yeah, that's not a fun smile though.
No, it's all like your bed's so cozy. May I put my naked butt on it?
No, that's oh good, you're up. Oh good, eyeballs. Kind of look.
I understand. I get that feeling.
Oh good, you've opened the protective lids covering your delicious eyes.
To continue their story, I stupidly left my mom to fend for herself. I don't think that's stupid. You did the right thing, kid. And covered myself totally under the covers. I laid awake the whole night sweating bullets. My mom woke the next day and raised her shirt and asked what in the world had happened. She had claw marks down her side. They were so bad that they were bloody and fingers looked as if they'd been stacked up on each other almost, like scratch after scratch. They were so bad and bloody, stacked on top of each other. I wish we had a photo of this, but at the time, probably happened around 2007 or so, and cameras weren't around in your face as they were today. That's not inaccurate. Yeah, the whole cell phone camera was definitely not as well built in phones as it is now.
Truly.
Prior to this, I had saw the creature once before, but it didn't injure anyone. One night, I woke and sat at this and saw it on the side of the bed. It hid under the I hid under the covers that night as well, but when I dared peek out, it was still there hours later. This was the incident before I described, and once again, it didn't hurt anyone for the first time, and it was gone in the morning when the daylight hit. So what do you think, Jordan? Can we help them? I'm gonna assume this is real. They seem worried.
I think.
Are they going for eyeballs? How do you protect your eyeballs?
I think that you've got a haunted house is what you're dealing with. Either some sort of attachment to the mother, some sort of attachment to you. I would take general steps like making sure your house is in order, cleaning, getting your mental health in order. If you're an alcoholic, try not to be.
It is weird
like
how
that.
doing small stuff like that will really clear up some hauntings.
Really clear up some bad energy. I mean, it's all, these things we talk about are all about symbolism.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that getting mental health because you're
truly.
seeing this is me calling you crazy, but just getting your mind right can help them not feed off the energy.
Yeah, I see a therapist almost every week, and I'm constantly talking to him about ghosts and shit. The two are not separate to me. I was recently talking to him about what they call psychic cords, when you get cords attached to you and they remove them. And you see people kind of doing this thing like waving over their body to remove attachments, which is a good psychotherapy technique, is to be like, think of it as a cord that's attached to you and remove it. Just put it aside. You don't have to worry about that.
A lot of my therapy is truly me moving and working out. You do physical things. You'd be surprised what your mind can release.
I would also say,
what would you say to this?
It's scary. It's really scary, and that's a particularly scary thing to see. It's a particularly scary story. You could, if we're being serious about this, you could talk to your mom about it and tell her your concerns. If I saw an entity like this in a house, I would be, I would be looking for some answers, or at least some options of maybe I'll sleep in a different room. Maybe we can get a different apartment. Maybe we can do this, do that.
It's probably, I'm thinking, attached to the family, like it's a generational thing. I would be interested to know if their grandparents saw this as well.
Yeah. Spooky.
Spooky.
Ask questions. Get out of there.
Official Werewolf Radar advice.
Yep.
Your camera froze a little bit, but we move on because there will be a graphic above us. Let's go
that's
now.
Gonna keep happening.
It's fine. I now have for us, I love the YouTubes,
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think you become a ghost, Jordan.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it
your body seemed to have stuck in the void, but your aura is moving around you.
Really?
Yeah, I think you've gone full ghost mode. That's for a different episode called Jordan Goes Ghost Mode. Analysis and research. Here is something from one of my favorite YouTube channels, Nuke's Top 5. He does phenomenal work. Please subscribe to him if you haven't, like I haven't until just
weird shit
now.
out there, it rocks.
He's one of those guys who's lucky enough just to scour the internet and have stuff sent to him, and he compiles all this weird footage into great compilations for people to see and analyze and look at straight up. So let's go into it. I kind of cut out a lot of his talking so we can just go into it. So the first one out of 3 that I really was spooked by is this one.
Felix.
Felix is the cat's name, by the way.
Felix.
Arrow pointing at a mysterious black void that is like moving behind there. Door shuts.
Notice that just before the door slams, a shadow seems to suddenly appear in the crack of the door. Now, obviously, if the video was being faked, this could be a person, but...
He says it right there. What do you think, Jordan, on this one?
Creepy. I think he wouldn't, he probably wouldn't show it if it was that easily debunked, although I've seen some pretty fakey shit on Nuke.
Shadow figure, the door shutting, that's easy. Shadow figure's a little bit harder. I mean, but you just get a black thing. That is Felix, and he was wondering if Felix was playing around. He was hearing weird stuff upstairs, and that's why he was going, Felix.
Yeah.
But that huge shadow is huge.
Yeah.
Too big for a little critter like that.
Yeah.
One more time to wrap it up.
Filming, but he's really just hoping it might just be his little cat Felix making some noise.
He's upstairs. We see a shadow in there already. But now it like
Yeah, that's weird.
moves.
Yeah, that's weird.
I've seen this one about
Spooky,
6
weird.
times right now, and it still is spooking me.
Spooky weird.
The next one from the same video involves a family. And one of my fears, and we'll see if you
Dolls?
can spot it. Fake humanoid things, yeah. Let's let the video play.
The cell is already painted as something quite logical.
But yeah, look at that mannequin head.
And you're going up what they call the bridge. You're resolving, and this is good. And the next one, well, it's not quite as good. It didn't quite make sense.
Just moves slightly towards the family, all the way towards the family.
Fuck that, dude.
They don't notice anything right now.
Your spirituality, your
The time skip,
relationship to
that.
others. Person is supposed to
Little
become
bit of
more
a
able
movement.
to go up the bridge. And then
and then moves, but they hear it this time.
That sucks.
One more
Care for
time.
that.
Her out.
If you think a fanny pack is gonna help you,
Anyway, YouTube, no one, I refuse to buy anything you show me. Just so you know.
Yeah. We're never looking for you.
the bridge.
Here's that movement that they notice.
Your spirituality, your relationship to others.
It's upsetting.
The person is supposed to become more able as they go up the bridge.
It's like that Gundam that moves, like little toys and dolls moving. Okay, so the whole family notices it. All their heads turn.
Could it be, I mean, I hate for this to be the cat cast, but what if a cat grabbed the hair?
I think there would be always possible cats move in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too like still for a cat moving. I would expect it to wobble more if a cat was batting the hair and pulling it that much to turn like that, you know? There's reasons it could be like on a pretty maybe like firm platform that rotates that they all have fun with. Like it's a little practice head for like hairdressing.
That they all have fun with?
They the whole family, man. Each one of these people are estheticians.
Esthetician, yeah. That's a weird one.
Yeah, see, the daughter knows.
No
It's
one
not unweird.
even notices as the creepy head of the styling mannequin seems to just slowly turn to look at the family.
Slowly turn, sharp turn to the right. So that's the second one. That's legitimate. I know I have issues with this situation in particular in my life, but like your house is haunted and it's taking possession of that doll head.
Yeah. Upsetting and frightening.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I've been upset and frightened.
Also, maybe think about getting a Nukes. Why is the shirt more expensive than the mug? How cheap are mugs to make?
Let's see that shit.
Anyway, this video, we're back into the house situation.
John says that he has experienced some strange events in his house, so he begins filming as he peeks inside his bedroom. What he captures chills him to his core.
This one was the one like there.
Whoa.
You saw it. Let's go back. I hate it, Jordan.
I don't even really. Is it a face?
It's a face. You see hair. If you can see my mouse, I'm kind of putting it the tip where the hair is, and a face right in here where like there's an eye.
Yeah.
And then it just moves, just as like I'm out of here.
Crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy work, internet.
Oh, sorry, the camera scared me.
In the room, two mirrors are facing each other, but only one of the mirrors reflects a strange, horrifying face.
Yeah, let me mute that. Sorry, Nuke, your voice is wonderful though. Just so we can see the picture.
Isn't it French or something?
That might be Canadian, Montreal.
Yeah, that's upsetting.
But like more Quebecois than your Ryan George, you know, like really hits the French accent.
That's really spooky. That's so spooky that I'm like, it has to be fake, but it I don't know, the vibes check out for me.
That movement too, it's so like legit, like I really feel it's attached to a body.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Like it's not uncanny to me.
I know exactly what you mean. Like when you'll see things animated poorly and you'll be like, nice try. This is not that. This is an extant thing that was in that room. It's not animated, whatever it is.
Masterful. If it is a hoax, masterful puppet ship, sir.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
But that's all I have. What do you think about that one, Jordan? I mean, I'm fully on board. How do you once again, clean your house, seek some mental help, clean out the cobwebs, both physical and mental.
Yeah, get your house in order, like they say, you know? Just make sure that everything's above board. Get out and see the sun every once in a while.
Shit happens. We are not nocturnal creatures. We do need to see the sun. It helps our brain. And
if this does not help, if you believe you have a genuine haunting on your hands, then you got to go to the genuine haunting type of people. You got to talk to your shamans. You got to talk to your priests. You got to talk to your whomever you feel would have a good take on this kind of shit, because these, as of yet, even though we're trying to push the envelope toward a scientific solution for ghosts, a unified theory of spookiness, we don't have that yet. So you can't deal with science. Keep calm. Get a shaman. A real
new
one.
Shirt from Werewolf Radar.
A real one, not a white lady. Just kidding. White ladies, you can be shamans too, but you have to put in the work and take ayahuasca and your heart.
Okay, I'm gonna go unfortunately let my head cave in a little bit. I'm taking the speaking skull out of my skull.
Placing it back on its pedestal where it hovers and rotates, shouting out mysterious dates from sometime in the future. You look good.
Thank you.
The bladder system is helping.
It's hard to maintain pressures up there, but I just, squeeze my hands. It fills it back up.
You know what would help? If you got an office chair and spun around real fast in it and made the blood go to your head. Couldn't hurt, I think. Actually, it could totally hurt. Folks, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Werewolf Radar. As you can see, Nate Balding has been skeletonized and is filling in for Glenn Skellington.
Glenn Skeleton's family's on vacation, and we said, go, man, be with your child.
Go see your family in the crypts of Paris. Visiting old relatives.
I really assumed it was you got to visit your uncle. Where do skeletons' uncles live? In the catacombs of Paris.
Sure, yeah, exactly. This is the thing. We're both writing the same Laffy Taffy bit here. But Glenn will be back next week. Hopefully Nate will too. I have to go because the room is slowly filling with gas and I'm getting tired, as you can see. But we really do appreciate your continued support of the show. If you really, really want to help us out, go over to patreon.com/Werewolf Radar. Help us with a monthly, weekly, monthly donation.
It's monthly, and just as low as $1.
$1, and you can get a whole additional episode every week that we call The Grave Nugget. Most weeks, I should say. But that does it for this particular episode. Please tell your friends. Please give us all of your heart stars and horse moons, wherever those things are applied to podcasts. We do so love 5 stars. Check out werewolfradar.com. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out everywhere. Buy Monstroco products so that we do not perish. And as always, tune in next week. Please join us in our sign-off line for all listeners on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Punch
the sky, Spaceman Joe.
Joe.
That's right. We're putting you all together now. Boys and girls at the same dance hall of skeletons.
Hell yeah.